Overregulation is not necessarily an issue when government works hard to keep rules and codes valid. Interesting we had the same point about President Obama, but just in different lights. President Obama called for unprecedented government-wide review of regulations that are already in the books. As a result of that review, more than 24 agencies identified initiatives to reduce burdens and save money. The draft was released and set for public comment on the newest changes. These constant checkups are providing the involvement of government in these issues for the sake of stronger businesses. There are many regulations and barriers to entry for small businesses that prevent them from starting up, but this prevention could avoid these small businesses from going into bankruptcy early and ruining their lives by just trying to make up the lost groundwork. America would look really weak and unsuccessful if many businesses were constantly closing down week after week. It would put a pain on the faces of many Americans of the uncertainty. Even if people who were not involved but can see this would cause a panic, and possibly many other big things would happen, like bank closures and just everyone panicking in order to feel secure with their money. For example, my neighbor were very well off, and 3 years from their retirement, they decided to open up a small pizza shop. It was actually very unsuccessful and drained all of their retirement money. They have now sold their house and moved into an apartment and have no more retirement fund. This is an example of a wealthy family. Can you imagine what would happen to an average or poor family? The result could be very detrimental. We could possibly see millions of people also now living on the streets. These government regulations are there to provide safety and assurance for businesses as well as the American population. I believe that regulation is very important to an extent.